on now. Oh, yeah, Bash, try to get it back for me.
I got you.
Come on, George, get the rim! At the rim!
Nice.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. A look at the starting group for the Magic. They've got Black, also Wallace out there, and it's Banchero in at the power forward. And for the Celtics, we've got Erickson. Adams is out there with Brogdon. Then it's Cameron Reddish, and it's Williams at the center position. With the majority of the season behind us, GA, what becomes the focus for teams that have postseason aspirations?
Kevin, ideally, this is the time of year that you want to be hitting your stride. So you have to make sure everyone's on the same page and that you're united in the same goal.
Now, here's Brogdon. The pass to Reddish. Driving in. Orlando grabs the miss. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, they looked distracted, far off, distant. I mean, it seemed like their heart wasn't in it to try to win that game.
Now, Banchero. After Malcolm Brogdon's three-pointer that didn't go.
To me, one of the things that separates Banchero from others is his passing.
Knocked loose. Brogdon looking it over on the wing, Williams. No good on the three.
That's the third straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
Wallace, the pass to Banchero. Fades away. Almost, but it rolls out. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Erickson. Kicks it to Williams. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And on top of the talent, the physical ability, Williams, just a coachable kid and really picks things up quickly.
The Celtics shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
He's off on the first. Good on the second free throw. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Wallace against Adams. Banchero kicks to Wallace. Lays it up off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Erickson. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Got a piece of it. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. 4 on the shot clock. Tipped away. Here's Black. The rebound by the Celtics. Their last encounter was in Orlando, where they were able to handle the Magic.
And whether by design or by accident, they drew so many fouls in that game. Foul trouble for the other side became a huge issue.
And as a result, there was a blowout win. I mean, credit them for initiating contact and forcing the officials to make the calls.
Here's Banchero, following the basket by Robert Williams. 6 on the shot clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Cam Reddish.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Orlando shooting their first free throws here tonight. And he knocks down the first one. He's off on the second. Boston trailing. Inside. It's taken away by Wallace. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Black. Adams defending. Erickson against Banchero. Yep, that one goes.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Brogdon outside. Got a piece of it. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Here's Wallace. Offline with his 3. Celtics trail by 4. And here we go with the Magic fast break.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Brogdon the pass to Reddish. Here's Erickson. Over Banchero. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Here's Black. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. The shot. And again, it's Orlando converting.
They're going to have a nice little run here.
And Adams has got the ball here for the Celtics. Trailing here by 8. Greg, here he is, the first overall pick of the 2022 draft, Paolo Banchero.
And the top pick because he's a 6'10 playmaker. Banchero has a tremendous feel for the game, great vision, passing it, and endless potential offensively.
Here's a look at some of the stats for Malcolm Brogdon. Here's Brogdon. He's coming off a 22-point game against Atlanta. Passes to Adams. Reddish with the ball. To halt the run. Adams trying to free himself up. Banchero against Erickson. Banchero, that's good. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Magic.
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
And they've also been pressuring the ball tonight. You don't get this many steals without making an effort there.
On defense, the Magic. And that one's good, Brogdon.
Cool, calm, collected, and composed. That's exactly who Malcolm Brogdon is, even when he's inside with the big fellas.
Here's Black. Here's Banchero. Off target from three-point range.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And good that time.
Malcolm Brogdon doing a nice job serving his guys. Passes like this help make his team better.
Wallace, the pass to Black. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Black's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Outside Williams, back to Adams. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Assisted.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Now here's Adams. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Huff.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Yes, that goes in. And it's 6 points for Wallace.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Here's Brogdon. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Bowl, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Reddish. Levert's checked in for Adams. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Brogdon.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Here's Huff. He has yet to score. And Ball sends it back. And here we go. The fast break with Dinwiddie. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
I think he's got a big speed advantage in that matchup. It could actually be a blow-by every single time.
Black, no good.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. So we'll see Tim Hardaway Jr. go to the line here. That one on Monk. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
That free throw good from Hardaway.
You know, I think we all know that Hardaway Jr. is a really good scorer. I mean, the next step for him is improving defensively.
Puts it up. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Boy, he's really feeling it right now, shooting a high percentage to start this game.
Dinwiddie passes to Hardaway. Here he goes. Oh, that's blocked. Now Monk. Still without a basket. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. The offensive rebound.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Now here's Williams. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. Levert with it. Poked away. Wallace with the ball. He's picked up by Levert. Wallace, the pass to Black. While we got a moment, let's now show you the teams that have led the NBA in blocks during the past month. Number 1, the Celtics.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
Celtics making a switch here. Davison's checked in. Then for the Magic. Ranham's checked in. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Black. Dinwiddie outside. And the three off target.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Now, here's Monk. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Branham, and he makes good on the layup.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here. It looked to me to be a bit sluggish.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Brunson following the bucket by the Celtics.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
And quickly, let's look at the numbers for Monk. Averaging 13 points per game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
Now here's Brunson. Still scoreless. Clock is at 3. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound Boston. We're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
And look at what they did in the fourth quarter. Just totally out of sync and lacking in intensity. And that turned into that huge comeback. Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
For Boston, they have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Magic leading by 7. Monk, the pass to Brunson. Stolen by LeVert. Pass to Davison. On the wing, Dinwiddie. 5 on the clock. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at Orlando, 6th right now in the conference with lots of time to make a move. And checking out Boston, 2.5 games back.
And, you know, for Boston, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
Now here's Fultz. 11 points for him in that last game against Milwaukee. Brunson against Dinwiddie. Brunson with some nice D. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Harris LeVert, first personal foul.
The Magic shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting for Orlando. Branham taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
A pass to Dinwiddie. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Good on the bucket. Dinwiddie's got 6.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Branham. Feeds it to Fultz. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, I like the way Fultz attacks with confidence. He's excellent at making the defense commit.
The Magic shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Fultz.
And, you know, when Fultz is healthy now, he's a valuable part of this rotation. We've seen him make big strides lately.
And so Fultz nails them both. Throws it up high.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
And so it's Orlando bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be back with you shortly. For those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
And Clark, we see so much more dribble handoff action these days. It's part of almost every offense.
Yeah, you know, it gets a little redundant, but it's effective, Kevin. And you know, the league is a copycat league. If it's working, you continue to do it yourself. Teams realize how useful it can be creating the matchups they want. That's a big driver of it, and players are good at running it. And quite, you know, for fans, it tends to be pretty entertaining because you typically are playing through your best players.
Erickson is out there with Rob Williams. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. and it's Davison in at the point. That's the Boston 5. Fultz dishes to Williams. Magic moving the ball around. Fultz, no good. Celtics trail by 10. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Spencer Dinwiddie has talked about buying into his role. He says you have to have confidence that's borderline irrational, and a perspective that's very realistic. You've got to know who you are. Kevin, he adds that he's not attempting to be a Mount Rushmore type guy, but a talented player who can help a winning team.
That's a good perspective, David. Thanks for the story. Here's Davison, guarded by Fultz. Davison can't hit.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Fultz. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And the Magic lead by 12. Passes it to Hardaway. It's good from the top of the key. Hardaway has got 5 points so far. And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for Orlando. They've led by as many as 14 points. Brunson against Adams. And counted from 19 feet away. 5 points in the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct. just fanning the Flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Hardaway. Rebound by the Magic. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Rebounded by Hardaway. Celtics trail by 12. Pass to Davison. And here is Williams. And there's the pass to Davison. Over Fultz. Davison's shot's good.
You know, I think Williams has a terrific future. A charismatic, likable kid who can be unselfish to a fault.
And here's Brunson. Scoreless thus far. Williams looking around. A 3-ball. And there's Brunson. That's good on the assist by Williams.
Just a reflexive move by Brunson, putting complete trust in his mechanics.
We know they like having Brunson out there, Greg, a player they can run the entire offense through.
No doubt. And he can be trusted on to take the keys and just run things effectively. He keeps mistakes to a minimum, and he's a solid creator for his teammates.
Back to Banchero. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Oh, what a find. The ball just comes out of Brunson's hands on time.
Davison, the pass to Williams. Knocked away. Pass to Banchero. Now here's Fultz. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Tries from 10. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the inside. Here's Fultz. Passes it to Williams. Adams outside. Hardaway for 3. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Boy, you cannot let Hardaway Jr. get going like this, guys. I mean, once he's in that rhythm and flow, it's bad news for the defense.
Guarded by Hardaway. From 12 feet out. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Into the lane.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
Adams against Brunson. And Boston with the rebound. Williams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now Adams. Pass to Davison. Now here's Erickson. Trying his luck from deep. Here's Williams. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Williams has got his 2nd basket of the night. And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
For your Celtics youth dance team.
And looking now to numbers for Brogdon, he showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. He's averaging 14 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
With the floater, he lays it in. Brogdon's got his 2nd basket.
How about Brogdon with the floating jumper? You know, when he's pulling that one out, he's feeling really good.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. And then Monk with the dunk.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
Here now, the 2K leaderboard, showing us the best passing teams in the NBA over the course of the last month. Fifth on the list, the Magic.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they passed the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 seconds.
That one is off.
And Levert, the Ohio native, has a ton of potential, folks. A tall, lanky shooting guard with really good playmaking ability.
So we can't get either to fall. Orlando leading by 8. Banchero passes to Huff, and that one is stuffed right through.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Tries to keep it alive, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
All right, a chance to check out numbers for Black. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset. As
we've seen, he's a difficult defender to bring the ball up against. Quick feet, quick hands, always looking to force a mistake. Here's Monk. They get it again. And stolen by Bull. Here's Brogdon, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero. Dinwiddie checking in for Boston.
Celtics, Spencer Dinwiddie.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Remains Boston ball.
And a look now at the Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll tip off a road trip in Washington where they'll take on the Wizards. And then on Tuesday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
On the Wayne Wallace, guarded by Reddish. Here's Banchero. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's a 12-point Magic lead.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And, Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball is the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Jalen Brunson.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Dinwiddie against Wallace. Can they get it? And too long on the shot. Orlando leading by 12. Monk, the pass to Black. Back to Monk. To the middle. That's good from Banchero. On the assist by Monk. 14 points for Paolo Banchero. Wallace against Dinwiddie. And they they call an illegal screen here.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Monk against Levert. Wallace kicks to Black. And the pass to Monk. 6 to shoot. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the third quarter.
The Magic making a switch here. Branham's checked in. Celtics trail by 14. They get a hand on it. It's taken away by Wallace. And here we go. Fast break. Wallace has got it.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Back to Black.
2 minutes.
Wallace outside. 5 to shoot. His three-pointers off the mark. And so Levert will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Brogdon finds Bull. And a missed layup.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
I think you're right. I mean, an up fake here or there, getting the ball inside, that's how you create high percentage offense.
Pass to Reddish. 1:15 left to play here in the second quarter. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4. Here's Black. He's got 8. Shoots over Brogdon. Black, no good.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Brogdon right side. Pass to Levert. That one drops for us.
You got to D up Levert better than that, but I mean, he excels at scoring over the defense.
32 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Black. Offensive rebound. Wallace the pass to Banchero. Pass to Branham. Second chance shot. And Bull sends it back. Brogdon kicks to Dinwiddie. That's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Orlando ball. Substitution on the court.
Wallace looking for an opening. Shoots over Levert.
On defense, Levert showing great versatility. I mean, this guy is doing a nice job getting his hand up in the face of shooters.
And so we conclude the first half. Magic lead by 12. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Out in front of the half is Orlando. They are leading by 12. And Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
They've come out determined to push the pace. Up-tempo offense, getting the ball up court as quickly as possible. Advantage in transition points has been the major difference in this game.
Kenny, how'd you think the Celtics were playing?
We've seen a lack of focus and control for them. They've wasted a number of possessions by turning the ball over. It's simple. The score should be closer if they would protect the rock and make the smart play.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Paolo Banchero, guys, has been exceptional.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. On the court for Orlando, we've got Wallace. Also, Black out there, and it's Banchero in at the 4 slot. The 9-foot shot kicks to Black. The 3. The rebound by the Celtics. Reddish with the ball. And he gets the bucket. Reddish has got the first points to start out the third quarter for Boston. Magic leading by 10. Here's Black. He dishes it to Banchero. Goes up from the top of the key. Rebounded by the Celtics. Reddish has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. The Celtics are playing with a high level of motivation. All-star Jason Tatum says what we talk about before the game, halftime, is win by any cost, by any means. Figure it out, win the game, and build great habits along the way. Kevin?
Still room to grow. David, thanks. First one falls for him. You know, Greg, the way Malcolm Brogdon is used in the catch-and-shoot game, it makes that offense very difficult to stop.
Well, he's a high percentage shooter, doesn't go through many ups and downs, and when he doesn't have the look he wants, he's willing to get off the ball.
He's perfect from the line this time.
One of the things most impressive about Malcolm Brogdon is how well-rounded his game is. Scores, passes, defends, rebounds, and he's also a tremendous leader on and off the court.
Good on the triple. 9 points for Wallace.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Oh, trying for it. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
And a brief check of the stats for Williams. This past month, he's really set himself apart, averaging 5 points per game, 11 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And the intimidation factor that he possesses with his shot blocking and rim presence, really the backbone of their defense.
Yeah, you know, he's protecting the rim like it's his family. I mean, don't even think about going in there.
Ball's knocked loose. Banchero against Erickson. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
No stopping Banchero that time. I mean, he just muscles his way through the foul.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it.
Find the lane.
Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
On the free throw, no good.
The future is shining bright for Banchero. He's a multifaceted big guy who can really, I think, be the centerpiece of an organization.
Reddish kicks to Brogdon. And it's blocked. And here comes the break. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Huff passes to Banchero. Here's Huff. He's guarded by Williams. Now the pass to Wallace. Shot clock at 6.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Wallace at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And he makes both free throws. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Brogdon outside. The dish now to Williams. Shot to stop the run. Got a hand on it.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
On the wing, Wallace. Adams defending. Launches it. Gets the three-point to fall.
Timeout.
8 points for him.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Let's give it up for
The story of rebounding. Now a look at the league's best players on the boards. Fifth on the list, Robert Williams.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
Now, here's Brogdon. He's covered closely. Pass to Reddish. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Number 2, second personal foul, second team foul.
For Boston, they have gone 6 of 9 at the line.
Cam Reddish.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Reddish. And it's the Magic with the ball. Passes it to Black. Back to Wallace. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Adams, some nice D. Celtics trail by 16. Poke loose. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
And they are in the top 10 in three-point shooting. Just enough touch from beyond to keep you honest.
And Craig, to be top of the league in blocks, they're playing a brand of defense that all but takes away an opponent's inside game. Williams passes to Erickson. Over Banchero.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
The rebound by Brogdon.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
It's not going to go for him.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Personal foul, 13.
The Magic have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
Magic. Black, 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
The first one falls. Monks checked in for Wallace. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Celtics trail by 15. Here's Davison. It's tipped. Out to Hardaway. Erickson outside. Goes back up. And he hits the jumper for 2. Erickson's got his first points of the night.
pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Kicks it out to Banchero. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Banchero's got 19 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
It's deflected. To the paint. Here's Monk. Drops in the layup for two. Monk's got his second basket of the game. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Magic?
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is getting steals, and that can be attributed to their tenacious style defensively.
Excellent D there from Williams.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Adams' shot is good.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
And here is Monk. Here's Banchero. And he drops it in from the low post. 21 points in the game. And Adams has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. It's an 18-point game. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Banchero passes to Monk. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
The Celtics shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Monk against Adams. Misses from close range. Magic leading by 21. Here's Monk. It's hauled in by Adams. Celtics shooting 40% from the field. Here's Davison. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Personal foul, third team foul.
For Boston, they have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them. First free throw is good.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Bol comes in for Williams, and it's LeVert in for Adams. So he gets them both. Magic leading by 19. Here's Black. 9 points in the game so far. Stolen by LeVert. Pass to Erickson. It's stolen by Banchero. There's the pass to Black. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Black's got 11 points.
The ability to pass like that will be a must as Banchero's career goes on.
Here's Davison. He's got 10. Pass to Bol. Now LeVert. Just 5 to shoot. Fades. Bol can't hit.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Williams banked in off the glass. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And the basket by Erickson.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Banchero outside. There's the lob to Banchero. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
That's high-quality teamwork. What a setup for Banchero.
Now here's LeVert. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. It's good. Erickson's got 6 in the quarter.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Black in the post. LeVert defending. A nice shot by Black.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Williams passes to Black. Great D that time from LeVert. And for the Celtics, they're shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Man, what an athlete. Once he gets ahead of steam, Karis LeVert is impossible to stop. Good luck trying.
Banchero finds Williams. A three-pointer is right on target. Williams has got 8 points.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there.
Bull the pass to Hardaway. Over to the left wing. Davison's shot's good. Davison's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
And finished off by Banchero.
Assisted.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Kicks it to Hardaway. Erickson outside. Here's Davison. Brunson covering. Davison can't hit.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Banchero passes to Black. He kicks to Monk. There's the feed to Banchero. Makes it off the glass. And now it's 27 points for Paolo Banchero.
A promising sign of things to come with Banchero. Clearly somebody you've got to be excited about.
Here's Davison. Brunson covering. Good on the shot. 15 points in the game.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Black dishes to Monk. Shoots over LeVert. There's the three. Black, no good. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. A nice shot by LeVert.
What a tough make that was by LeVert. Refused to be denied, and great concentration.
Here's Banchero. And the layup's good off the glass. Banchero's got 15 points here in the second half.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
And the shot is good.
Slick crossover move. The defense had no way of keeping up.
Now Brunson. And again, it's Orlando converting.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
Paolo Banchero getting it done for the Magic. He has been a determined scorer today. 29 points altogether for him. And I think there's more where that came from. Right back after this break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Bob Williams is out there with Erickson. Then it's Reddish. And it's Adams in at the shooting guard position. That's the Boston Five. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Fultz. Down low. Denial. Adams taking his time here over Wallace. And it's sent back by Wallace. And Williams gets it to go on the assist by Wallace.
Assist goes
Wallace
to
has got his third
Wallace.
assist on the night.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Dinwiddie against Fultz. He tries for three. Erickson misses. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Magic. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. There's the steal. Here's Williams. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Personal foul.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
One shot.
And you think about the All-Star game last year, Greg, some concern about the lack of competition. It worries me. Does it worry you?
Kevin, it's not ideal. I think it's worth asking what could give the players more incentive to win, whether that's money or something else we can think of.
And that one falls for Williams. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Williams, and finished off by Williams.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Outside Williams. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Passes it to Adams. That's tipped. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul. First team
He is
foul.
a behemoth in the paint. Once Williams establishes himself, you almost have to foul him.
Robert Williams.
That's good from Williams. And Clark, we know Commissioner Silver has acknowledged the game has changed in terms of its impact on players' bodies. And so adjusting the regular season's length is not out of the question.
Well, you and I have talked about it for years. I've talked about it with other fellow announcers. It would be wonderful to see the season reduced by about 15-20% in terms of regular season games. I think it would enhance the product immensely. And the fact that Commissioner Silver is letting us know it's not off the table, maybe we'll see it reduced in the not-too-distant future.
Here's Fultz. Knocks down the step-back J.
Gotta love Fultz's effort level. I mean, really working hard for his shots.
Fultz against Adams. Over Fultz. Orlando grabs the miss. Pass to Gilliard. Here's Branham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Gilliard. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Gilliard's got his first bucket in this one.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup. but you'd be assuming wrong.
A shot by Reddish, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Branham. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Now here's Reddish. Guarded closely. Adams finds Bull. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. A shot by Reddish, no good. Orlando's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Adams, the pass to Williams. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Showing that aggressive nature. Williams competes hard, doesn't back down, and he'll let his opponent know he's not afraid of the contact.
Here's Fultz, and he banks in the layup.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
For Boston, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Stevenson passes to Bull. And one of the big changes to college basketball, Clark, as you know, the NIL, name, image, and likeness. It seems like that would impact the choice to enter the NBA draft.
I don't think there's any question it's had that impact. Some guys that were borderline draft picks now not being penalized for being on scholarship can monetize their name, image, and likeness and do so to the tune of some fairly significant dollars in some cases. And even if the money is not NBA large, it still could close the gap for a family of a player that might be struggling and could use some additional income.
Shot clock at 5, and the foul on Cam Reddish. That'll be his second foul of the game. Boozer, he's checked in for Adams.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Branham. Clock at 6. Pass to Gilliard. Hands it from downtown.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
Here's Boozer. It's blocked. Fultz with the ball. Pass to Gilliard. Three-pointer. Boston grabs the miss. Reddish has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Left side, Boozer. The pass to Bull. From down in the low post, it goes. The Magic have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. That misses off the backboard.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
So, Clark, we know you're very familiar with the college game. How do you think the one-and-done rule has worked out so far?
You know, not as it was intended to, Kevin. I mean, in some ways, the chance to see guys like Durant and others play in college for a year was better than not having them there. But I think it's also created this expectation that if you're not a one and done, that you somehow failed. And that's detrimental to the psyche of young players. Starting to find a rhythm from the line now as they try to cut into this deficit.
Paolo Banchero's checked in for the Magic. Both free throws good from Reddish.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And here is Brogdon. Here's Davison. It's deflected.
That's the reach that makes Banchero such a hard defender to go up against. Hard to get over him.
Here's Branham. He's guarded by Williams. Lets it go from the wing, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Branham's got 5 points now this quarter. Pass to Reddish. Here's Bull. Passes to Brogdon. Here's Davison. Driving to the basket. It's good. Davison's got 19 points.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Here's Branham. The rebound by the Celtics. Brogdon's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Celtics. No good from 11 feet.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
To the inside. It's blocked.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
Here's Banchero. And that one is off. The Celtics shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%.
Magic foul.
Benson's checked in for the Celtics. Hardaway comes in for Reddish.
Substitution on the court.
Outside Hardaway. Celtics passing it around. Banchero against Erickson. Just 5 on the clock. That's tipped. Here's Gilliard. Pass to Huff. Here's Branham. He's guarded by Brogdon. Branham can't get it to go.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
Here's Gilliard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Second personal foul, third team foul. Shooting for Orlando, Gilliard. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Wallace is checked in for Orlando. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. So it's the Celtics now. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
This is just a Monk. That one goes. Count it.
Monk's got deceptive strength. You got to respect that. I mean, the defense throwing themselves all over him and at him, but he's still concentrating and knocking down the shot.
And there's the pass to Davison. 8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10. Right at him. Get to the rack.
Pass to Gilliard. Now, here's Banchero. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Huff. It's good.
And right from the get-go, they stood out as the better team. Their hunger to dominate and play for each other was outstanding for Orlando.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
Hard to say now how the final 2 games between them will play out, but one thing's certain. I mean, they're going to go at each other. This has become a very intense matchup.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Paolo Banchero.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
And Ball sends it back. Here's Davison. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
And you know what? I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.